Hi, everyone. Today we want to talk a little bit about the topic of demonstrated interest. Now, why is demonstrated interest increasingly so important? Colleges want students that are interested in their school. They don't just want interesting students. They've always wanted interesting students, but they want students that they know are interested in attending their school. And one of the things we've found in our 15 years is that this is an often overlooked part of the journey to college. And students and parents should know that it really impacts admissions results. Now, when students look for an incoming freshman class, they don't want too many kids because they might not have enough seats in a classroom or beds in a dorm. They also don't want too few. One of the ways they look at making sure they have the right size of the class is demonstrated interest. Now, students and parents are always interested in how a college tracks demonstrated interest. Most schools, you should assume, are going to track demonstrated interest. And what they have is, not surprisingly, a database, and that database tracks a student's demonstrated interest. Did they tour the college? Did they open emails from the schools? Did they contact the admissions representatives for that school? That's all tracked in a database related to the student. And the way that's tracked, honestly, also includes some of the clearer opportunities that communicate to a school, this student really wants to attend that school. Did they take an official college tour? Did they follow up? Did they go to an open house or to a college fair? These are all tracked so that a school can calculate how significant is the student's interest in that school. And this is an observation, a view of how they compare a level of demonstrated interest across all the students that are applying. Now, this doesn't offset a student's academic profile or their extracurricular profile, but it does suggest once a school has identified qualified candidates, academics, extracurriculars, fit to majors, then they will evaluate how interested do they feel those students are in attending their school, so they can factor that into the students that they ultimately offer admissions to. Now, when they do that, they're able to score a student, to assess a student, and to anticipate how likely is he to say yes if they say yes to that student, if they offer admissions. And so what we always tend to say to students is to think of it as a dialogue, a chance to learn more about the school so that you know if the school is a good fit, but to also understand that as the school evaluates your level of demonstrated interest, they're trying to assess, are you a good fit? Now, how can you demonstrate interest? I mentioned a whole host of them. We list these in our guide as well. You can email the representative. Nowadays, with so much of this online, you can attend a virtual information session. You can meet with a representative from the school if they visit your school. Most importantly, you can take an official online tour. And then obviously, if they offer alumni interviews, take advantage of that. And the most significant way that you can communicate to a school that you want to go there is to apply early. Now, when you engage with the school, be the best you. Be polite, be considerate of the rep's time, of the admissions. Don't ask questions that you could have found out on their website. Be genuinely curious about the information that you need to have to make an informed decision about that school. What mistakes should you avoid? Don't just show interest to your reach schools. Assume that every school on your list wants to know that you're interested in them. When you tour a school, make sure you're signed up for the official tour. They can't know that you're interested in the school if you just walk around. Mom and dad, as interested as you are in your student attending a school, Parents cannot demonstrate interest. This has to be a student activity. And then finally, don't leave the human element out. Don't just check the boxes. Be the best you in communicating to these schools that you're interested in going there. So good luck. Make sure that you demonstrate the interest you have and don't overlook this important part of your journey to college.